Mia, have you started planning for your wedding?
Mom! I told you there's nothing to worry about. You've been asking me the same question so many times.
Then how about this dress? Have you already decided which dress you're going to be wearing?
Yep.
Where's the photo?
You don't have to see it yet. Just look forward to it. You'll see me wearing it on the wedding day.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. We're going to be having a huge wedding ceremony. I have to make sure that everything's perfect. What food are you serving? How about the decorations? There's so many things to prepare.
Don't worry, Mom. I have ideas.
Mia, your husband is from an affluent family. You have to meet their expectations. Don't disappoint them.
Please, Mom, listen to me. There's nothing to be worried about. Even if we fail to have a perfect wedding, they're not the type to hold a grudge. And we're only inviting our close friends and relatives. You're overreacting, Mom. Relax.
You only get married once. It's your once-in-a-lifetime experience. I'm not overacting. You're being too calm. Didn't you learn anything from your brother's wedding? You can't make mistakes like him.
Are you talking about my brother and Quinn? I think their wedding was perfect. They had a huge wedding celebrated by so many people.
You don't know how hard it was to plan everything out. Well, you were working abroad, so I guess you have no idea.
Yeah. I just temporarily came back to participate in their wedding. But I think all couples encounter some difficulties during the planning process, though.
No, you don't understand. It was really a challenge to invite that many people.
Really?
Quinn didn't have so many people to invite. She doesn't seem to have a lot of friends and colleagues she's close to. It was difficult to fill up the seats.
Quinn lost her parents in an accident when she was young. And she's also not really close with her relatives too, right? Considering her background, I think there's nothing to be surprised about.
But she said she'll only be able to invite a third of the people my son was inviting. That would look really unbalanced, don't you think? The seats would look really empty on her side.
Then they should have invited less people.
That's impossible, Mia. Your brother is our only son. If our wedding ceremony is small, people will think we're poor.
Mom, no one cares. We're not living in old times.
But I care. I even invited our neighbors and the members from my reading club.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
I put a lot of effort preparing for their wedding. It was as if I was the one getting married.
I bet Quinn had a hard time.
Why? I was the one who invited many people.
The wedding ceremony might have been a way to show your wealth in the old times. But now, it's more of an occasion to celebrate the couple. She should have felt pressured by you.
I didn't pressure her. She should be feeling thankful for everything I did for her.
I doubt it. She even lives with her parents-in-law to take care of you and Dad. You should feel thankful of her more.
I think of her as my real daughter, Mia.
Really? When I visited home to tell you about my marriage, she didn't seem like her usual energetic self. She seemed to be doing all the housework too. When I offered to help her, she rejected and never allowed me to do any housework. Are you forcing her to do everything around the house, Mom?
No. It's the exact opposite. When you're not at home, she never does a thing.
Really?
I guess she wanted to look like a good wife because you work for an internationally famous corporation. Your husband, Leo, also owns a company. She likes to put a good front.
I don't think she's that type of person. Hey, Mom. I think I have to go back to work.
Oh, already? Oh, I'm sorry if I disturbed you. Have you eaten lunch?
If you think you disturbed me, you could have texted me in the night when I get home.
But don't you already live with Leo? I don't want to interrupt when you're spending time with him.
There's no need to worry. You're considerate when you don't have to.
I'm considerate all the time. Be sure to work hard and bring back a lot of money home. Mia, are you done with your work? Is Leo home?
Yeah, my working hours are over. I just got into my car. I think Leo's gonna get home late today.
Oh, that would be perfect. I wanted to talk to you about Quinn. She is indeed a horrible daughter-in-law.
What? Are you complaining about her again?
Can't you help me out? She's really stressing me out.
You've been complaining about her all the time since I came back.
She's been causing so much trouble.
So? What did she do this time?
She went shopping and used our credit card. She loves spending money, but hates to work. She doesn't even have a part-time job. She seems to be preparing for your wedding. I saw her going to the salon the other day. Your brother has been asking her to stop so many times, but she never listens.
Really? She doesn't look like someone who would be irresponsible.
You don't know what she's like. You've been living abroad. You barely came back home, Mia. How can you know what she's really like when you've only met her for a few times?
Yeah, but still, I can't believe she's such a horrible person. Oh, I've had conversations with her via messages a few times.
She must have acted like a good wife when she texted you. Let me tell you, your brother got the wrong wife. I can see she's from a dysfunctional family. I should have opposed when your brother introduced her to me as his wife.
Come on, Mom. My brother, who has never been in love, fell in love with her. She also agreed to live with her parents-in-law. You sounded so happy when she agreed, remember?
I do remember. But I never knew she was such a horrible person. I wanted a more educated, kind-hearted wife for my son. Both you and your brother graduated from a prestigious university. But look at Quinn! I'm embarrassed to have her as my son's wife. She doesn't have common sense nor a good educational background. She's not even a good housewife.
You're being too harsh on her, Mom. I guess you're stressing her out too. Haven't you been a bit too pressuring? She should be tired too, living with her parents-in-law.
Why should she be stressed? She lives an easy life doing nothing at home. Why would she feel tired?
I bet you're acting harshly towards her.
Not at all. When you visited us to inform us about your marriage, did I look like I was bullying her?
No.
Then you should know better. Which side are you on, Mia?
Not taking sides, Mom. It's just that it's easier to imagine you annoying Quinn.
I can't believe my own daughter blames me. I've been taking care of you all these years.
You've been complaining about Quinn forever.
What? Then who would listen to my complaints? How am I supposed to relieve my stress?
Well, I guess I'm the only one you can complain to.
Right? You're the only one I can depend on. Quinn has been using more than $1,000. Do you think you can pay for them?
Huh? Me? You're asking me to pay for expenses?
We've been covering up for her expenses. But it's really hard for us financially to do so all the time. So I told your brother that we won't be paying for her expenses anymore.
If you decided not to pay, I don't think I should help either.
If your brother hears that you paid for her, I think he'll try harder to persuade Quinn not to use our credit card.
Really? I don't think it sounds like a good plan.
Mia, listen. Your salary is higher than any of us. Can't you help us out?
$1,000 is quite an amount in my opinion. It's not like I'm rich, Mom.
Don't be so mean. Not only do you get paid a lot, your husband is also a CEO. You're the wife of a CEO.
I can't deny that, but I think you're misunderstanding. Leo's company is not so big, and I've told you how many times that he's only self-employed.
Don't act humble. Thanks for helping us out, Mia. I'll tell you your bank account number so that you'll know where to send the money.
Hey! I didn't agree to pay yet! Mom, I have my wedding coming up. I have to save up for my wedding ceremony fees.
You can always ask Leo for some support. Your brother's marriage is in your hands. Don't you want him to have a good relationship with his wife?
Hi, Quinn. It's been a while since I texted you.
Hey, Mia. What's up?
I wanted to ask you something. I just received your letter about your absence. Why are you not coming to our wedding? Don't worry about the money paid for you, okay? I would love it if you can come to my wedding.
Money? What are you talking about? I thought I wasn't allowed to go. At least, that's what I was told.
Huh? What do you mean?
They told me to stay at home because I was your sister-in-law. I guess he sent me an invitation as a mistake.
Huh? No? Who told you that you can't come?
Your mother told me to stay at home. But she also mentioned that you didn't want me to as well.
No, that's not true. I always wanted you to come.
Really? That's nice to hear. I thought you hated me too.
What's going on?
I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but your family hates me.
Huh?
Your mother has the most power in the household. She hates me, and no one protects me from her.
How about my brother? He doesn't protect his own wife?
Sadly, yes. He's too scared to say anything to his mother. My parents died years ago, and there's no one I can depend on. So I'm trying my best to be accepted by your family. But things aren't going well.
Hey, Quinn. do you know anything about the money I paid for you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You paid money for me?
Mom told me to cover for your expenses. I paid them $1,000 to be exact. She was complaining about how you've been using their credit card.
Me? Using their credit card? I never did that. I would never spend $1,000 using someone else's credit card. They never told me about any of this. They barely give me enough money when I go shopping for groceries. They would never lend me their credit card.
Really? Quinn, do you have some time right now? Can you tell me how you're treated by my family in detail?
Mia, it's an emergency. I can't find Quinn anywhere.
Okay.
I found a letter by her saying that she would get a divorce and leave the house. I also found a divorce paper filled in. Your brother also hasn't replied to my calls, and I really don't know what to do.
Just accept it, Mom. I bet he doesn't care. He never really loved her, did he?
How dare you say that? I will never accept their divorce. It would ruin our family's reputation. I'm gonna talk to the police about this.
Why? There's no need to.
Why? Our daughter-in-law ran away. We don't know where she is.
Quinn is with me.
Huh? Why is she with you? You weren't even close with her.
I know everything, Mom. She told me you've been horrible to her, taking advantage of your position as a mother-in-law and abusing your power. You isolated her, pressuring Dad and your own son to treat her harshly like you wanted to. I couldn't believe you did this to her, Mom.
Mia, don't believe whatever she told you. She's trying to fool you. Quinn loves to make up stories that make others look bad.
Mom, you're the one who loves making up ridiculous stories. I have proof.
Proof?
I asked Quinn to record her conversations with you at home for a week. It revealed a lot about you, Mom. You've been forcing her to do all the housework. You even controlled her financially so that she won't escape.
What? That's wrong, Mia. A housewife doesn't need money.
I thought you were a housewife too, Mom. But you still buy so many expensive clothes. Where's the money coming from? When Quinn visited us, she only had a small backpack with her. She said a backpack was enough to pack all of her things. You didn't let her buy anything after she started living with her, did you?
She's a minimalist, Mia.
I don't think so. When her clothes got a hole, she sewed it herself. She was crying about all the harsh treatment she faced at home. Mom, she's not a slave. I'm really disappointed in you.
Mia, listen to me. I wasn't trying to bully her or anything. It's true that Quinn and I dislike each other, but you have to understand that it's natural for humans to dislike others sometimes. We just don't get along well.
Stop trying to justify your actions. You sound ridiculous. I'm gonna break relations with the whole family. I can't believe no one protected Quinn from you. I don't think I can take part of the family anymore.
Break relations? How dare you say that? We're a family, Mia. Remember all the family memories you have with us?
Quinn was also our family, Mom. But you never treated her like she was part of the family. You bullied her until she mentally broke down. I don't want to believe that my real mom can be so evil. But sadly, it's the truth. She also told me that you used up all her personal savings too. You should be embarrassed of what you did. I can no longer accept you as my mom.
Mia! If you break relations with us, we won't be at your wedding. Isn't that embarrassing?
What's more embarrassing than you coming to my wedding? It's just a wedding ceremony. There's no big deal. My husband and his family would understand. They're all really nice people, unlike you. I don't want you and my family to ruin our wedding.
Mia, let's calm down and discuss about this again, as a family, okay? I really love you, Mia. You're my precious daughter. I'll apologize to Quinn about what I did.
An apology won't change anything. She decided to get divorced, and I decided to break relations with my family. There's nothing that can change our decision.
Mia, please. I love you from the bottom of my heart.
I don't think you can lie and steal money from me if you really loved your daughter, Mom. I'm tired with all your lies. There was nothing wrong with Quinn. The only problem was you, who was a terrible mother-in-law. After the incident, Mom tried to contact me several times, but I never picked up her calls. My brother later told me that Mom used up all of Quinn's personal savings, and that she also provided Quinn with the minimal amount of money required to live. Mom had been treating Quinn like a slave. My brother and my dad are both responsible for being ignorant about this. In the end, my brother agreed to pay Quinn back the money his mom used after the divorce. I guess Mom was planning to brainwash me into hating Quinn as well. If I didn't notice how terrible Quinn had been treated at home, I bet she would have continued to treat Quinn as a slave. I can't believe my real mom was such an evil person, and I feel really embarrassed and disappointed about everything she did to Quinn. I don't think I can ever forgive her and my family. I'm glad that I broke relations with all of them. The divorce shocked my brother, and I heard that he left the house to separate himself from his mother. Apparently, my dad also decided to get divorced with her. I guess he wants to take responsibility of his actions. Mom has been trying to keep their marriage, but I heard that Dad also left the house. Honestly, it's sad to see my family breaking apart. But I think it was unavoidable and the best solution to the problem. After everything they did to Quinn, I think they all deserve it. Quinn decided to stay at my house temporarily so that she can get some rest and recover from all the stress. With the compensation money from my brother, she was finally able to do some shopping after a long time. I'm happy to see Quinn healing and becoming her energetic self again. I also invited Quinn to be at her wedding as my relative. Now that she got divorced and I broke relations with my brother, she's no longer my relative officially, and we weren't really close before the incident. But I'm really grateful that I was able to meet Quinn. She's one of the kindest people I've ever met. Quinn left our house a few days ago after she found a new job. Although we're no longer related to each other, I want to maintain a good relationship with her, helping each other out as if we were real sisters.